Hey everyone, okay, in this video I'm going to be showing you 10 different ways to apply foundation. So let's make a start. The first way is to just use your fingers. Now there's nothing wrong with using your fingers. You apply the foundation to the face, and I tend to apply it from the center out, but you can work however you want. And the warmth of your fingers will actually help to blend the foundation. So just smooth it onto the skin. Nothing wrong with using your fingers. You absolutely do not have to use a brush at all. The next way is to use a stippling brush. Now, when you're using a stippling brush, remember that you really only want to be moving the bristles. What happens is, as we get older, our skin can move more. Now, you don't want to be doing this with the brush. You want to be gently letting the brush buff on the foundation, and you can apply the foundation either directly to your face first or via the stippling brush. And circular motions, so you do not kind of disturb the skin. This is not a great method if you've got dry skin, because this circular motion can cause microexfoliation. You're better off with a damp sponge or your fingers. The next way is with a standard foundation brush. Now apply the foundation in downward strokes like this, and then of course what you're left with is marks all over your face. Then take your foundation brush and pat it in all over the face. This will smooth out any of those marks and leave your skin absolutely flawless. Another way to apply foundation is to use a flathead kabuki brush. Now what you want to do is apply the foundation. I kind of prefer it on the back of my hand and then dab it, and in circular motions go over the face. This is not great for dry skin, but it's great if you want a really full coverage foundation look, because it can absolutely really give you that full coverage effect foundation. If you've got really good skin, foundation on my lips. If you've got really great skin, you can use a powder brush, and a powder brush will give you the sheerest application of foundation. It can be so sheer that it will make it look like a tinted moisturizer, and you want to go in back and forward motions. Now, as you come here to the face, obviously you're not going to have a beard like me, or at least I assume you're not, but if you've got facial hair, and we can have very light facial hair, if you find it becomes more pronounced with foundation, never go in circular motions, always go down. This lays the foundation down on the face and lays the hair down with it, so downward strokes only. If you've got large pores and you want to cover them, then using a goat hair brush, something really small like this, you can get right in to the areas that have the most amount of pores, and by pushing product into the pore, you're temporarily filling it out, so it looks really cool. Because goat hair brushes are very expensive, there's also one by Real Techniques by Sam Pixiwoos, love her, the Expert Face Brush, which is one of the newer brushes. Same principle applies. In circular motions, you buff this onto the face, and this is the same principle as that goat hair brush. It can absolutely reduce the appearance of pores. The next brush is the Rain Morris 27 Radiance brush. This is a really big flat kabuki brush. You go in downward motions over your face, and this will give you full coverage and an absolutely airbrushed look to the skin. And I mean really good. Because of the size of the brush, it also allows you to get really large areas all at once. So on the forehead, I tend to go across and then down as we come to the cheek. And really try and get out of the habit of going up and down, because we don't want to distribute that hair and make it stand up. Okay, the final two ways are my favorite, which is using a damp sponge. The reason we use a damp sponge is because we can control the amount of foundation. We can take a really full coverage foundation and shear it out to next to nothing, but also because a damp sponge doesn't absorb the same amount of foundation, which is a really good thing. Damp sponges are my favorite way to apply foundation, period. They are great for dry skin and all skin types, because they don't disrupt, they don't kind of anger and kind of really piss off skin. So this is a great way of doing it. And if you find that you're leaving with brush strokes, pat and press in the areas that you need it. Okay, and then last is the Beauty Blender. The Beauty Blender is used damp, and you bounce it off the skin. I see a lot of people doing this with it. You really don't want to do that. Just bounce it all over the skin. The shape of it makes it so easy to use, and you don't want to like that. You just want to gently tap it all over the face. And you notice that the end of it is pointed, so we can get maybe a concealer and go underneath the eye and blend out underneath there too, and around the nose. Amazing thing to buy. Okay, so that's it. That's 10 ways to apply foundation. I've never seen so much foundation on someone's face before, but this is a training thing, so you can kind of pick which foundation method you really like the best and then work with it. So there you go, 10 ways to apply foundation. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.